Welcome everyone to our presentation about problem-based learning as a learning method where students identify a real-world problem and develop its solutions. So why should we incorporate PBL as a learning method in our teaching? First, it enhances students' communication skills as they have to work together as a team. It also gets students to engage in real-world problems and start to think more as adults rather than just receiving children. Another great advantage to using this method is that it trains students' critical thinking skills as well as their team working skills. Moreover, it promotes lifelong learning as well as expanding the students' resources to include their everyday use technology. So now comes the great question of how do we use PBL as teachers in our day-to-day classes? Well, first, the teacher presents a few contemporary issues that students must have heard of or directly dealt with. Then, together with the guidance of the teacher's thought-provoking questions, the students discuss the issues. Then, after brainstorming ideas, students are asked to choose the topic of issue that sparked their interest the most. From then, students with similar interests get assigned into groups of 3 to 4. After this, the teacher then gives them a simple explanation of what PBL is. Then he presents them with the suggested topics. After choosing their topics, students as groups start discussing main ideas that they want to tackle in their projects. The teacher then gives students a period of time to come up with all dimensions related to the issue as well as their suggestions to solve it. Importantly, constant feedback is provided by the teacher throughout the steps of their journey to create their final project. And their final project is presented to the whole class either through posters, a short video, model, or a slideshow. And to better explain the PBL method, we have provided some classroom examples where the chosen topics are the spreading pandemic, COVID-19, high consumption of processed food among school students, phone addiction among the youth. So let's take the high consumption of processed foods among school students, for example. Students start their project by researching the rate of consumption of processed food among their school students. And after they come up with their findings, stating that there is indeed an issue with high consumption of junk food, they can then move into analyzing the causing factors for this issue. After listing the causes for this issue that include 1. School cafeteria provides only junk food. 2. There are no available healthy alternatives. 3. The higher cost of healthy snacks. And 4. The students' ignorance of the harms of consuming such foods. So now, after concluding the leading causes, students then begin their journey in figuring out solutions to solve this issue. Solutions vary and can look like students requesting a cutout from the school's budget to decrease the prices for healthy snacks, or do a monthly cafeteria activities that give students the chance to try new healthy foods and provide feedback on what other healthy meals they would like to try. Moreover, they can raise awareness by distributing flyers that include different causes of high intake of processed food to other students and encouraging parents to give their children healthy food by posting articles on Facebook and Twitter that discuss the harms of processed food and give alternative tasty recipes that parents can make for their children. And of course, the teacher gives feedback throughout the making of the project so students can modify their work. And finally, after that, students finalize their project and present it in front of the rest of the class. Thank you for watching, and we hope you use PBL in your teaching.